Money Vikings, welcome back. Welcome to another episode of Money Vikings Health. I am going to do a very special one today where we're going to talk about top 5 things that we can do to improve our brain health. And we're going to specifically hone in on the Dr. Amen techniques that I will go into and are just absolutely mind-blowing and really helpful for our overall health is what we'll find. So thanks a lot for joining. Hey, please consider liking and subscribing if we do add value to your life, and we'll go from there. All right, everyone. So this is our top 5 things to do to improve our brains, and then we'll go into some things that destroy our brains, and we'll talk about why it's important. The answers might seem obvious, but sometimes they're not so clear. So at the end of the day, a Money Viking requires a strong, healthy brain for life, because that is a life of true wealth where you're combining investing decisions with health and relationships. And without a healthy brain, you really can't have all those things. They really can't come together properly. And what ended up happening is about 30 years ago, Dr. Amen started doing these brain scans, these imagery techniques of scanning the human brain. And what he found is that with people with all kinds of various issues like depression or other types of behavioral issues, that their brains actually had a kind of like hole in them. The brain scans are really fascinating, and we'll put some up here, of course, for you to look at. But they're fascinating because the unhealthy brains, like brains of people that are addicted to drugs, for example, it shows all these holes in the brain. And so you can see it's just not properly functioning. But then you go to someone who has a healthy brain, who is eating a brain healthy diet, who is getting enough sleep and rest each day, who's also getting enough exercise, who's getting enough mental stimulation, who has healthy relationships. Their brains were very full and very smooth on the outside. The point is, brain health is about a lot more than doing crossword puzzles and staying sharp. Our brain health is precisely connected to our overall health and well-being, capabilities, and quality of life. And our modern world does all kinds of damage to our brains. For example, smoking, pollution, a sedentary lifestyle, nutrient-depleted snacks, and all kinds of things like that really destroy our brains. So let's start a little bit with Dr. Amen. So please check him out. He's obviously world-renowned, quite famous. He has these brain clinics where people can go and get help, but he really changed the landscape here. And he changed the paradigm of the importance of brain health and how it really is connected to everything. Our brain health is connected to our body's health, our mental state, our ability to work, our ability to add value, our ability to invest, all these things that we talk about. And that's why we bring it up here at Money Vikings. So here are the 5 main areas of brain health and brain healthy techniques. So number 1, the first one is exercise. So engaging in regular physical activity has been linked to improved brain health. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain, stimulates the release of beneficial neurotransmitters, and enhances overall cognitive function. So aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic exercise most days of the week. That seems to be the rule of thumb. But of course, none of this is healthcare or medical advice, so see your primary care physician or your doctor and discuss this with them. But that's what I do, and hopefully it's helping. That's the first thing. The second thing is brain healthy nutrition. Consuming a nutritious diet can support brain health. Dr. Amen recommends a diet rich in whole foods, including fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Don't forget the healthy fats. For a long time there, back in the late 80s, there was a big kick about how all fat is bad, and that's been completely debunked. Healthy fats are actually absolutely critical to our health. So consider incorporating brain-boosting foods like fatty fish, which are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, and then other things like blueberries, turmeric, dark chocolate. There's all kinds of stuff. On our website, truewealth.moneyvikings.com, on our blog, I have a video about 5 healthiest brain foods, and it goes into each one. The third thing to consider is mental stimulation. Regular mental engagement and challenging activities are crucial for maintaining cognitive function. We really do have kind of a use it or lose it thing with our brain. If we just sit in front of a TV or a screen and not do anything that's mentally stimulating in terms of learning new skills, reading, puzzles, games, strategy games. And if I can, this is again part of our messaging here and our lifestyle at Money Vikings, where we're bringing together true wealth. You guys know I do a whole collectibles, trading card games, Dungeons and Dragons type part of our YouTube channel. And a big reason I do that is connected to the brain health, which is connected to a life of true wealth. So if you're seeing these connections, that's what I'm trying to bring together to create a life of true wealth. So the big thing there is mental stimulation. And so one way to do that is through games like Magic, trading card games, Flesh and Blood. Of course, there's now Sorcery, Contested Realm, and all that. That's one way of trying to create mental stimulation in my world. Reading, trading card games, being around friends and family, and enjoying these great hobbies. They're also actually strengthening and exercising the brain. The brain needs exercise just as much as a muscle does, and our bodies do. So mental stimulation was number 3. Number 4, this is critical, and I think this is in a crisis mode now in our society. Quality sleep, and I emphasize the word quality. So sufficient restorative sleep is vital for brain health. Experts say to aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night, and establishing a consistent sleep schedule, creating a relaxing bedtime routine, ensuring your sleep environment is comfortable and conducive to restful sleep. Avoid electronic devices before bed and limit caffeine intake, particularly in the afternoon and evening. I've been a little guilty of that because I have some Italian heritage. Sometimes I like an espresso afternoon, but I have to stop doing that. So that's number 4, quality sleep. Can't emphasize that one enough. And there's a lot of great resources out there now to create a great sleep environment and great sleep patterns. So number 5, the 5th one, number 5 for creating a healthy brain is stress management. So chronic stress can have detrimental effects on the brain. Implement a stress management techniques like mindfulness meditation, deep breathing exercises. We talk a lot about breath work on our channel in our health section. You got in through the nose and then out through the mouth. Yoga, or engaging in activities you enjoy. But the bottom line is to manage stress somehow. Prioritizing self-care, practice relaxation techniques. Remember, if you're not taking care of yourself, it's very hard to be there for other people. So I hope those 5 help you. There are also things that destroy our brains. That's the opposite of brain health techniques. And those, of course, are poor diet, lack of physical exercise, sleep deprivation. It's almost the opposite of the things that I just talked about. But you can also check out all of the great research by Dr. Amen. There's Change Your Brain, Change Your Life is one of his best-selling books. And he's all over TV and the internet, of course, but it's truly inspirational. And I really think it has the power to change the world if we are taking better care of our brains. Thank you again for tuning in and watching our channel. We really do appreciate it as we grow. And again, if we add value to your life, please subscribe and share. We'd really appreciate it. Take care now.